Oh, hello, hello. Kind of a impromptu live. I know it ain't Friday, but I figured why not? Who do I got in chat right now? Not sure. Anybody? Who's here right now? Oh well. Yeah, I'm sitting in my truck right now. Um, still, always. That's where I'm at all the time. Gotta grab my drink. Yes, had to grab my drink. See if I can wait for more people to show up. Told everybody I was going to be here today. I noticed a lot of my messages ain't going through on YouTube. I don't know if that's just them or what, but that's all right. We'll get that straightened out eventually. Make sure my phone is plugged up. Coming in from Argentina. Cool. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of an impromptu live. I won't be on here all night. Just kind of hanging out here in Gary, Indiana. Love the name. Troll blocker. Love that. So hopefully I don't have no light issues tonight. Let's do this. No. Turn all the lights on. There we go. No. I'm not going to have light issues tonight. I hope everyone has been having a good day. Because, well, you woke up, so it was a good day. Yeah, I kind of like my ears too. I'm quite attached to them. But I'm just kind of hanging out here in Gary, Indiana right now. Only because I had things to do today. Hello, hello. Hope everyone's having a good day. I don't know where this month has gone to. This month has kind of flown by real quick. From my dad. Unfortunately, I got him from my dad. He has big ears too. My day's been going halfway decent. No, unfortunately, I can't trade him. I'm quite attached to him. But that's all right. That is quite all right. Don't worry, I've heard all the jokes growing up. I'm quite used to them. Just kind of chilling here in the cold, because well, I like it cold, so there is that. I did do a live yesterday, only because For a simple fact, I was just driving through Wisconsin, so now we don't allow any kind of rude negative comments. So any rude or negative comments, you will be blocked out of here. Oh, right now, not a whole lot is happening. I've been just kind of chilling here at this truck stop. I was looking for what's my channel about? It's mainly about trucking, but I also do, gonna start doing paranormal investigations as well. One reason why I did stop in Gary, Indiana, because I was trying to find a place to go to today, but unfortunately there's not a whole lot in Gary, Indiana, so I kind of gotta wait until I get further into Indiana, and hit a few places there, and then we'll be going down to Florida and doing an investigation down there. That investigation in Florida will be broadcasted live, all 6 hours of it. Savvy, it's been going off and on today. Had to take a nap earlier because I had to go and do a treatment today, and it just takes a lot out of me. After doing treatments, I just want to freaking sleep all day. Yep. Yes. So hopefully tomorrow will be a lot better. Savvy, it's just gotta take it one day at a time. Yes, I do drive a semi. I do post about where I go, what I do. I show videos of some of the roads I have to be on. Like yesterday, going up into Wisconsin, I had to go up into Hartford, Wisconsin, and I literally started doing a live from the Illinois-Wisconsin line all the way to the customer I had to pick up from. And that was like almost a 2-hour video. I'm glad you're here. I know trucking videos ain't for everybody. I basically started it so it would show people what the trucking industry looks like from our perspective and what we have to deal with on a daily basis with cars on the road in front of us. I know the trucking industry needs to be cleaned up. It does. We need to get rid of the steering wheel holders and the people that just want to be idiots. But not every truck driver is actually like that. We still do have good truck drivers out here. It's just getting fewer and far in between because the new people coming into the industry, they look at it as it's a game to them. So you're welcome, Savvy. Um, if we get the newer people back out of the trucking industry, it would be a lot better. I've been out here for 20 years. Actually, 21 this year will be 21 years. And I can't wait to get out of it really because I'm tired of the people that are coming into the industry. They're destroying this. Um, yes, but self-driving trucks are coming. I have reservations about those because all these self-driving trucks, I've seen them being tested on the roads, but they've never tested them in heavy rain, snow, ice. It's always been on a clear, blue, sunny day where they have complete and total control over the truck. They want a real test. Put that truck out in Colorado on I-70 in the wintertime. I guarantee it will not pass that test. Yes, self-driving trucks, I feel they should have their own lane and block it off to where no cars can get around it, around those trucks. Those trucks can't get around the cars because the first time that truck messes up will kill people. That's my personal opinion on it. But right now, this country literally does not have the infrastructure to support self-driving trucks. A lot of electric trucks, there's not the infrastructure for that because you come into a truck stop, you can't just plug your truck up. I mean, you got to get fuel in your truck. There's no charging stations here at a truck stop for trucks. So electric trucks, they're basically going to be like day use to go back to the freaking terminal at the end of the day. But self-driving trucks, I feel when they finally do roll those out permanently, I will be retired. Hopefully. Hopefully they will be retired. If not, I will self-retire because that's going to put a lot of people out of work. It really will. But of course, that's what they want. They don't want truck drivers out here anymore. But to me, nothing beats having a truck driver at the wheel of the truck because that truck might be self-driving, but nothing beats the wisdom of a old-time truck driver to know exactly what to do. Because if you're coming up to a mountain and you got vehicles slowing down in front of you, then that truck may not recognize that the vehicles are slowing down because maybe they're not hitting their brakes. Then you got this speeding truck coming up and rear-ending somebody. Or you're driving, the truck's going down the road, and all of a sudden it starts snowing. Well, something gets on that camera's going to freak out. As where an older truck driver like myself, we know, just slow down. There's white stuff falling from the sky. Just slow down. But it will put a lot of people out of work. So, like I said, when that day comes, hopefully I will be retired at that point. So I will not have to worry about it. It's actually funny that you say that, because for the last, I'd say 15 years, I haven't seen a single woman out here working the truck stops. Nothing. A lot of cities, a lot of towns, they're cracking down on them. And like the truck stop I'm at right now, they've literally got police officers staged here because Gary, Indiana is a horrible town to begin with. But a lot of the truck stops, they're putting fences up. They're making it to where if you walk in the front door, you cannot walk through the side door or walk out the side door to where the trucks are, unless if you can prove that you belong out there. So they are cleaning the truck stops up, getting rid of these people. All these lot lizards, they're having to find new places to go. Only because, well, can't get in the truck, can't access the truck stops. Arkansas has actually put a thing out to where if you catch a lot lizard at a truck stop, you call the cops. If they get there and they get that person out of the truck stop, they will literally give you a hunting license for free for life. Because that's how bad they really want these truck stops cleaned up. I ain't mad at them. I'm not mad at them. I don't like coming into a truck stop before they start cleaning them up and have to worry, is it going to be to where I can sleep all night, or am I going to get woke up all night long? I kind of like enjoying my sleep when I do get it. So it's crazy, yes, but I enjoy it. I know, hopefully, I'm hoping soon. I don't know exactly when. I'm still waiting on the location to get back with me, though, down in Florida, on when I can get in there to investigate it. But like I said, it will be a 6-hour live. I'm gonna broadcast the entire thing live. That way nobody can say that anything was faked or anything. Warm weather, it's more like I'm gonna be boiling down there. Me personally, I like it when it's like 10, 15 degrees outside, snowing, ice on the ground. I had to go refill my cup earlier, so I had to walk inside. I'm literally wearing a short sleeve shirt. I walked in there with no jacket, nothing. Anything over 50 degrees, it feels like I'm roasting to death. Yeah. My mother's the same way. Arthritis does not do good with her in cold weather. Um, Actually, it's felt pretty good down there in Tennessee. But yeah, 70 degrees. That's way too hot for me. I'm dying. I can't breathe. I can't do nothing. I just want to just curl up and die at that point. Um, I was actually down in Tennessee last week and very early this week, and it was actually real nice down there. Uh, I was right there along the Virginia North Carolina border area, and it was literally like what 30 degrees outside. It was nice. Um, but of course, that's just me. Not everybody likes 30-degree weather in the mountains with snow. Uh, I know I'm gonna be here until tomorrow. I just had to take a break because I had stuff I had to do today, and I just needed a break anyway. I've been going nonstop for over a week now. Basically, just doing what I do. I think I pulled off a little over 3,100 miles last week, which is a lot. I mean, I'm used to it, no big deal. But it comes down to it and you really start thinking about it, 3,100 miles, that's a long way to go. And the average trip I was doing was about 1,500 miles. So this week I'm gonna take it a little bit slower, just because. Uh, I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks I'll be going to do my taxes. Let me know if I can like switch jobs, because this company I'm with, not the best, but it works for now. Um, I'm surprised everyone from GCP ain't in here yet. I did tell them I was going live. Uh, I'm actually waiting for more cold weather. Maybe I just need to go to Canada. That's it. I just need to go to Canada, get more cold weather, get my cold weather on. Let's see, I don't. Whew, yeah, I don't even know. I haven't even been paying attention to how many people are on here. I guess it was nice to look. Still got 3 people in here. That's good. Um, when it comes down to dealing with everything on the road, it takes a whole new breed of person. Being away from the family, being away from friends, being away from everybody. I've literally watched my kids growing up in pictures. I wasn't there a lot, not as much as I'd want to be. I mean, I was there, but not as much as I'd like to have been. I missed so much of them growing up. I mean, I made it there for them for their important dates, like graduations, uh, band concerts, UIL performances, stuff like that. But other than that, I just missed everything. Can't believe I still got 3 people in here. Kind of blocking my picture back here. Yeah, it's gonna be a change when I do get to retire. I actually ain't gonna know what to do with myself. Go fishing, I guess. Or go ghost hunting. One of the two. Yep, light problems. I tried getting my computer set. Well, I call it a computer. It's a freaking Chromebook. I hate this damn thing. It's a paperweight. Hopefully, I can get it set up because if I can get the Chromebook set up, then I can just use a Chromebook to do this and not have to worry about my phone anymore. I just have to get it set up. It's gonna take a bit to do that. I mean, I had it set up once before because I'd gotten it to actually do the dash cam videos, where it'd been easier taking the videos straight from my dash camera and putting them on YouTube that way. Who knew that you couldn't hook anything up to a freaking Chromebook even though it's got a port for it? You hook a dash cam up to it, it will not read it whatsoever. Kind of stupid. I mean, if you can't hook anything up to a damn Chromebook, don't put a port on the side of the damn Chromebook. Plain and simple. I guess everybody was busy tonight. I ain't worried about it. So what was the temperature in Tennessee today, Sabby? Just bought a bus. Any pointers on driving? What kind of bus did you get? Is it like an older school bus or? 30 degrees. That's perfect. Well, I know with buses, I would suggest it's an old Greyhound style bus. Okay. I would say first off, to drive the bus, you would have to, even if you don't take a lot of passengers with you, you would still need a CDL for passengers with a passenger endorsement because it is a bus. I would suggest always drive slower than the flow of traffic around you and make sure you leave yourself a way out. Get dash cameras, stuff like that. But leaving yourself an out is always a good idea because for the simple fact, if something happens in front of you and you have no way to avoid it, you're going to get into a wreck. Okay, so retitled is a mobile home. It's a conversion. Okay. They may still require you to get a CDL for it. Not quite sure how that would work out since you're repurposing it. But still, when driving, I would drive, because me personally, even if the speed limit says 70, I will drive at least 5 under, sometimes 10 under, depending on how I feel, who I want to piss off, just so the idiots can go by me. I ain't got to worry about them. They can go off and do their own thing. I've got a job to do. They're trying to get somewhere. We're all trying to get somewhere, and definitely not. I'm not in a hurry. I mean, 15, 20 years ago, 70 miles an hour, yeah, I'd be doing every bit of 70 miles an hour. But there's really no point, because you're especially in like my truck, you're wasting fuel going faster. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get to the same place they're going at the same time. Oh yeah, you definitely want to drive slower. The Detroit diesel in there. 55 is a good speed too. Like I said, I'm in no hurry to get anywhere. Now, I may speed up to go around somebody that wants to play games. I'll speed up then and go around them, just because it's like, look, I'm not out here to play games. If you want to play games, don't use the front of my truck to get yourself killed thinking that you're going to get a huge payday. Hence why I've got 3 dash cameras on the front of my windshield. That way, if anything happens, especially if it's not my fault, I can show the officers and I can show the court. This is what happened. This is exactly what happened. Most of the time, if it's nothing real serious, say somebody decides they want to pit maneuver themselves on the front of your truck for whatever reason, you can literally show the cop right there on the side of the road while they're screaming and hollering about you did that to them, and it's like a complete Uno reverse card on them. I've done that a few times. I've had people come over into the side of my trailer, and I just sit there and just let them. I just listen to them tell the cops exactly what happened, or their version of it, and then I just ask the officer, "Would you like to see the video of it?" Their story changes real quick, because then they realize, oh, we got caught. Yes, you did. And I don't advertise on my truck that there's dash cameras. Nope. I'm done advertising. I figure if somebody wants to do a stupid human trick, they get caught, something happens, boom. Truck stops, having to pay to park. Some do, some don't. Pilot, Flying J, Petro, TA, a lot of those truck stops have taken a lot of the parking spaces out and made it to where you can only pay to park there. If you don't pay, they will wake you up, tell you either go pay or get out. And if you don't get out or don't go pay, that's usually when they call the cops. The Loves, a lot of the older mom and pop truck stops, They do not require you to pay. Matter of fact, Love's, you don't pay at any of the Love's truck stops to pay to park. Um, let's see, what is it? You got some quick trips up here in the north. You got Sheets that they don't require payment to park. Um, me personally, I stick with the Loves, and depending on where I'm at, it's either Sheets, quick trips, little mom and pop truck stops. That's where I park. Um, plus, I like my truck. I like the front of my truck the way it is when I go to sleep. I don't want to wake up and have it, see it ripped off the front. I don't want the hood laying on the ground or headlights tore out because somebody don't know how to drive. One good thing about the mom and pop truck stops, a lot of the mom and pop truck stops, owner operators usually only know about those. Most company drivers do not go to mom and pop truck stops because that's not where they're supposed to be getting fuel. So they don't ever stop there. They don't know where they're at. Fortunately, I'm not an owner operator, but I know where they're at because I keep my eyes open. I literally write down what truck stops are where and how good they are. I'll give them a rating. If they're good, boom. If they're not, I won't jack with them anymore. If for some reason I have to pay to park, I do not like it because with the pilots, Flying J's, TAs, and Petros, they will charge upwards up to almost $20 a night just to park. And when you pull in there, you're wondering where in the hell is the money going to, because the parking lots are crap. The average cost, well, figure if you park at the TA, Petro, Pilot, or Flying J, $20 a night. Yeah, you're looking at a good chunk of change every year just to park. Hence why I don't park there. I mean, I if I ever found one that actually had a decent parking lot, yes, it does add up. And a lot of these companies out here, like the one I work for, if for some reason they put you in an area where the only truck stops available, you have to pay to park there, they will not reimburse you to actually park there. It all comes out of your pocket. So I've always told everybody, truck drivers and people that have to travel, they're nickel and dimed to death. Because for like me, well, it depends. It depends, buds. If you park on the side of the road or along the off ramp or on ramp, in some states, Indiana being one of them, Tennessee being one, Georgia is one of them, a cop will usually come by, wake you up, tell you can't park there. They'll leave, but what they'll do is they'll go down to the next exit, flip around, come back, and if you're still sitting there, you get a ticket, because they literally have signs on the ramps saying no parking on the ramps. I've always told everybody, because I used to be a trainer for another company. always plan your trips before you leave. Factor in weather, traffic, stopping, stuff like that. And if you have to stop earlier in the day than what you would actually think you'd want to, go ahead and do it. If it's going to give you a place to park, you're not gonna end up getting a ticket. Um, the state of Indiana will literally tell everybody if you're parked on the side of on the ramp or something, saying if it's not an emergency, and if you're there longer than 2 minutes, the cop can give you a ticket. It's very shitty what they do to truck drivers because they keep screaming there's a shortage. There's not a shortage out here of truck drivers. There's a parking shortage, but there's not a driver shortage. Another good option for parking, a lot of truck drivers won't do it. I will if I have to. If you're coming up onto a DOT certified state scale on the freeway, and if you need to park, a lot of them are expanding their parking areas and turning them into like a mini rest area just for trucks, where it's a safety haven. And it's actually kind of nice because when you go to leave in the morning, you don't even have to go over the scale. They have a bypass lane for if you stopped for, just for safety, that you will bypass the scale as you're leaving. So they won't even look at you. That's another option. I've done that quite a few times. I've talked to a lot of drivers about it. They won't do it because 9 times out of 10, they have issues with their trucks or with their paperwork, their logbook, whatever. So they don't want to do it. Yes. And see, this is why I started this channel to begin with. I wanted to educate people on how to do this safely. When you go to actually start doing stuff, whether it's driving a semi, a bus, a box truck, whatever, you got to do it safely. You got to make sure that you inspect your vehicle every single day. Even if you're not required to, inspect your vehicle. You'll see a lot of truck drivers out here, and I always laugh at them. They'll have these little tire knockers, and they'll go around pounding on their tires. Okay, so your tire makes a funny noise when you hit it. How much air is actually in your tire? I mean, do you know, can you tell how much air is in your tire? Nope. If you go across the state scale for any state and say they decide they want to pull you around, check out your vehicle, which with semis, they have the legal right to do that at any given time. We don't even have to be going across the scale. We could just be going down the freeway and they could pull us over to do it. They will pull out a tire gauge and manually check the air pressure in your tires. And if it's low, or if the tire is flat, especially if the tire is flat, you'll get a ticket. Me personally, I carry an air hose that I could hook up to my airlines. So I never have to worry about low tires. Ooh. Yeah. Overweight limits vary from state to state. I know with buses, a lot of times, you don't have to really worry about buses much, but I do know with like semis, weight limits vary from state to state and everything on where we can have our tandems on our trailers. And I mean, with the weight limits, it's always going to be, we're allowed 34,000 on the trailer, 34,000 on our drives. But with the bridge law, that's where a lot of people get hit. And I know with Illinois, it's what, 46.5 feet from the kingpin to the rear trailer tire. But a lot of states don't have that. But I know with Georgia, with overweight, they charge you 1 penny for every pound that you're overweight. So when it comes down to it, if you go across the state, a Georgia state scale, if say your trailer weighs is weighing in at like 34,500 pounds, yeah, 27,000 pounds, I would try to keep it close to that. I mean, and the best way to do it is whenever you decide to go somewhere with it, after you load it up, you look at how much weight you're allowed to have, total gross vehicle weight. Go across a CAT scale at any Pilot, Flying J, TA, Petro, Love's Truck Stop. Go across a CAT scale, weigh it, go in and get your CAT scale, and make sure you're at the legal limit. Because there are some scales in Texas that when the scales are actually open, they require all buses to go in and weigh as well. Not all states do that. Some states, the buses do not have to go in. Texas, definitely the buses have to go in. It's definitely crazy, but in a way, I get it, because overweight vehicles do tear up the roads. I would love to go to work for a company hauling nothing but overweight loads, to where I have to have a permit to haul them. That's where most of the money's at right now. But unfortunately, that's a younger man's game. That ain't an old man's game. That's a game. You'll learn real quick. When you start actually doing it, I don't know why I did that, but no, you'll learn real quick. When I first started driving out here, I think it took me maybe 2 months to get everything in going about what I needed to do, what I needed to learn. One thing you can do, and this is something I stressed when I was a trainer for another company. If at some point you have questions about something, you can always ask and find an older truck driver. An older truck driver will give you tips and tricks on how to do stuff and be able to keep going. They will help. Us older drivers, we will help. The younger ones, it's all about number one. That's all they're worried about. You know, they don't have time for anybody else's crap. Um, yeah, see, there you go. Your friend's been driving for years. I mean, they will more than willing. I'm guaranteeing they will be more than willing to help uh, if you had questions. You know, when I first started, I never really. I'm one of these that I can ask a question, I can get an answer, but I'm not really going to understand it. I've got to learn with my hands. I've got to learn what I'm doing with my hands. Um, so, I mean, I would literally have them over there helping me describing what I needed to do. Um, a lot of, okay, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of truck drivers, you know, they think, oh, they don't need an air brake endorsement, so they're not really a driver. Okay, well, technically you are, because you still need a Class B CDL, unless if you know, since um, you're converting it over towards a mobile home, you may not need it. You know, like you just have to get with the DOT office and explain to them what you're doing with it, and ask them if you need a Class B CDL. Um, but yes, that's good right there. He said he's riding with you just to teach you the ropes. Um, there we go. Not needed in your state. There we go. Um, now just remember, every state is different. What one state may say, another one may not. Um, personally, I would probably say, just to be on the safe side, you could always get your Class B. Um, but you could always get your Class B just in case, because you don't want to get someplace like, say, Missouri, and have them throwing questions about why you're driving a bus without a CDL with a Class B endorsement. Because some DOT officers, a lot of them aren't up to date on what they really need to do. You know, they look at it as, oh, it's a bus, but you don't have a CDL for a bus. What's going on? So yeah, you might want to see about, you know, what other states require, everything else. So it gets him excited, huh? I get that. I want to be in the mountains. I want to be in the mountains. I'm one with nature when it comes to being in the country. Um, I love being in the mountains. Have no problems. I don't even know where the line is on some boundaries. I'm so far over the line on some boundaries. It's just like, it's just whatever. The only part of being in the mountains I don't like is driving a 70-foot vehicle, because sometimes those roads are not meant for us, but we have to be on them just to get where we're going. Not fun. But any other time, I love being in the mountains. it's, to me, being in the mountains is peaceful. I've been in the mountains in Colorado. I've been in the Appalachians. I've been up in the mountains up in Washington State, Oregon, Idaho. Matter of fact, I miss the East Coast or West Coast mountains dramatically. Yeah, stick to the main lanes with the bus. I did it. I did a video the other day. I was in Tennessee. And I was actually on a back road where I actually, when I was making the turns going around some of these curves, people were actually having to stop just so I can make the curve. That's how tight these things were. And it's like, that's insane. Why am I out here to get to a customer who probably has no business being out here on this back road to begin with, but they just decided, hey, this is a great place to build this place. But I mean, I had to admit, the people in Tennessee, when I was going down that road, they were real nice about stopping so I can make the curve. Yeah. Yeah, some people got jokes. I don't pay attention to haters. He must not have been loved as a child. I don't know. Exactly. I was just saying that. Yes. Yeah. Savvy's good. She's quick, but I mean, I've been in some back mountain roads over in Colorado that make you question your life choices. Just trying to get to a customer to pick up or deliver, and it's like, why? I mean, you guys didn't realize when you put your company here that trailers were going to get bigger, because obviously when some of these companies built their place there, the trailers at that point were 45 feet long. They're now 53 feet long. So it makes no sense. But yeah, try to stick to the main roads as much as possible. No. Don't follow your phone GPS. My GPS is a map, paper map. That's my GPS. I never follow a phone GPS. That's the new generation coming out here. If you're gonna get a GPS, get a truck specific. I have actually pulled doubles before. It sucks because the way they usually load them, they put the heaviest trailer in the front, so the lightest trailer is in the back. And one wrong move, you're going for a ride. I did it for the previous company I worked for. I had to do that for a FedEx one day, and I took the trailer from Indianapolis to Newark, New Jersey. Um, Congratulations, 37 years. That's a long time. Um, yes, that's the ride you don't want right there, because if you're looking at the seal number on the back trailer, you've already screwed up. Um, Jim, I've been out here, this year be 21 years. So, I mean, between you and me, we've got, what, 58 years right here of driving. So, I know since I did that run that one time to Newark, New Jersey with those doubles, I've never pulled doubles again. I told myself I'd never do it again. It was in the middle of wintertime too when I did it. So going across the PA Turnpike, nope, nope, not doing it. I mean, granted, the PA Turnpike usually has, the road cleared out because people pay to drive on that road, but I ain't trying to get into a wreck because, I'm looking at the last trailer whipping back and forth on the damn road because of the wind. So, let's see. I don't even know what time it is. 6:30. Okay. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you have any questions or comments or anything else, you can drop them. Yeah, no. I ain't doing 3 trailers. Nope. No, hell no. Um, I'll walk away first. No, I ain't doing 3 trailers. And I've seen some of those videos from Australia where they have them damn trailer trains going through on them guys. No, I ain't doing that shit. They may get paid quite a bit of money, but I ain't doing it. I mean, especially when you look at one of those trailers and it's a freaking fuel tanker. It's like, no, hell no. One wrong move, not only are you screwing up, a bunch of loaded trailers, you're actually a moving bomb at that point. No, not doing it. But yeah, I mean, if at any point you got any questions or comments or anything, you can always drop them in on any of the videos. I will see them. I do get notified when comments are posted. I may not get to it immediately because I may be driving, but I do answer them. I mean, the one I posted the other day about UPS doing UPS things, I figured, because at first when I first parked, he was parked in front of me sideways next to the shop. I thought maybe he was doing a relay or something because he was unhooked from his trailers. No, he unhooked from his trailer to make it look like he was waiting to do a relay. And I'd went in, grabbed something to eat, came back out to the truck. I was sitting there eating, and guys from the shop literally had to go out there and bang on his truck and tell him he had to go. So he hooked up to his trailer and pulled off, and it's like, why? The truck stop was almost empty. I mean, I've seen people back doubles up. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It can be done though. But, that's why I labeled it UPS doing UPS things. Because between UPS, FedEx, they're always thinking they're above everybody else. They want to sit anywhere they want in the parking lot, taking up space. FedEx is real bad about just parking in the fuel island and taking a 45-minute break in the fuel island. It's like, man, get the fuck out of here. If you're not getting fuel, go. I've actually seen other drivers get upset at FedEx drivers doing that and other companies, and they will literally like nonchalantly walk by, reach under and pull their fifth wheel pin and just keep on walking. I ain't worried about UPS. I'm really not. UPS is low on my list of people to worry about. Them and FedEx, they both suck. So they go 93 Shawn Michaels. That's right. Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. I mean, if they don't like it, maybe they should tell the drivers to actually be better drivers, not be idiots. I mean, this winter so far, I've actually been real surprised that I have not seen UPS and FedEx in a ditch. Because normally I see them in a ditch at least 8 to 9 times during the winter time. Granted, most of them are doubles, but a lot of times those accidents can be avoided by slowing down. For some reason, they don't feel that they need to slow down when they see white stuff falling from the sky. I think it's ingrained in them that they need to speed up. So, remarkably, this year I have not seen very many FedEx or UPS trailers in a ditch. All right, buds. You have a good night. I will see you soon, hopefully. Like I said, drop a comment if you got any. I'll answer it. Let's see. It is 6:30. Yeah, it's almost time for my show. Come on. All right. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. Sav, I appreciate you. Jim, nice meeting you. And I will be back Friday on my regular scheduled time at 6 p.m. Central Time. So until then, everyone have a good night. Bye.